Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, Geneva. I'm Lily Carlson.
And I'm Carly Rasmussen. GTV is coming at you with the second installment of At Home News.
That's right, Carlene. We have so much to get to, so let's get the show started.
GTV News starts
right now.
Welcome back, Geneva.
We hope you and your family are staying home and staying safe as we head into our second week of school closures.
And even though schools are shut down, schools across the country and across the globe have shifted over to e-learning. They're utilizing programs like Zoom and Microsoft Teams to reach students. But how do the students feel about this and this new way of learning? GTV got to talk to some students about their thoughts and opinions.
I don't like e-learning because I feel a lot more stressed than I do at normal school.
I think e-learning has a lot of positive and negative benefits. I think one thing that I struggle with is not being able to have that face-to-face contact with your teachers, but it's nice to be able to work at your own pace.
E-learning's kind of great, being able to get up at like 1:30 and then choose what work you want to do and what you not want to do.
E-learning has been going pretty good for me. I get my teachers email me daily with my assignments, and then I can take breaks and go outside if I need to and everything, so it's good.
I love e-learning because I get to wake up at 1 and only do an hour or two of homework every day.
I'm just stressed about it and my grades because I don't know if we're going back or not, and the whole process is very confusing.
As we all know, our state has shut down all sit-down options for restaurants across the state. And for some underprivileged students, school was the place they could rely on to get a hot meal. GTV reporter Kelsey Olson has more now on what Geneva High School is doing to help. Kelsey?
Thanks, Lily. Geneva High School has partnered with Harrison Elementary School and Williamsburg Elementary School to bring lunches to underprivileged kids. All lunches will be available for pickup from 11:30 to 1 p.m. on all weekdays until April 17th. If you qualify, please drop by the main entrance of one of the two schools mentioned. If you have any further questions, please contact Rick Herwalt.
Speaking of food, one of our very own members is going to be teaching us how to make some Oreo cake pops today. GTV reporter Ella Schamberger is in the kitchen now with the new Eating with Ella segment. Ella?
Thanks, Carly, and yes, that's right, Geneva. Welcome to my new segment where I'll be showing you some homemade recipes that you can try out. So let's get started and let's make some homemade cake pops. First step, we're going to take our entire package of Oreos and put them into a big Ziploc bag and crush them up. All right, once you have it all crushed up, you're going to go ahead and get out your mixer. Now we pour all of our Oreo mix into the mixer along with our cream cheese. Once the Oreo and the cream cheese is completely mixed together, we're going to go ahead and put them on some parchment paper on top of a pan, and then we're going to form them into cake pops. Now we're going to put them into the freezer for 20 minutes. And while your cake pops are in the freezer, you're going to melt your chocolate for 30-second increments until it's completely melted. Now we're going to take the cake pops out of the freezer and start dipping them into the chocolate. And now that I've dipped them in chocolate and put the sprinkles on, it will go back into the freezer for 20 minutes, and I'll see you with the final results.
Obviously, since school has been canceled and sports have been temporarily postponed, we are all looking for ways to stay active. GTV reporter Quentin Moore had the chance to speak with one athlete to see how he is staying fit during these times.
That's right, Carly. Valdez Sloganbergs is an active member of the boys' track and cross-country teams, and he will not let the coronavirus or social distancing stop him from staying in shape and striving to meet his goals.
Hey y'all, I just want to give an update on what we as the track team and me specifically are doing to stay active and keep on it during this awkward time we're out of school. First of all, I've been using a lot of this extra time to go out and run, because as long as I keep my safe social distancing, I'm not in contact with other people, it's safe to do, safe to go outside, be active, just keep your distance and stay healthy. So I've been getting my miles in. I've also been using my exercise bands, getting a lot of strength work in, using equipment around me I have at home, whether it's a roller, some light weights, doing a lot of core, staying active. And the biggest thing we can take away from this is that as of earlier today, we found out that our season is not officially over yet. IHSA is going to do whatever they can, which could include extending the season to give us a chance to compete this year. So the biggest thing is stay active, stay ready, and stay positive, everyone. Hope everyone's staying healthy.
If your eyes have grown tired from looking at a computer screen all day, but you're still looking for ways to unwind, we have you covered. GTV reporter Lucy Bridges is here to share some of the best reads of the season. Lucy?
Thanks, Carly. As this international pandemic continues to spread, it is easy to get caught up in the negativity of the news and social media. So, my advice for you is to put down your phones and pick up a book. Reading novels, comics, or magazines can help us put ourselves into another person's shoes and even find empathy for others during an uncertain time. I love to read novels with great characters who stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. My book recommendation for this week is The Help by Katherine Stockett. In The Help, learn about the unbreakable human spirit of women in 1962 Jackson, Mississippi. Encounter a cast of memorable and unique characters. This book has moments that will make you laugh, make you cry, and some that may even spark moments of outrage. Overall, this is a beautiful story that is sure to entertain you. And as a bonus, you can even watch the movie after you finish reading the book.
From books to board games, when you're done with reading, and as much fun as sitting around on your phone is, something else you can do is put down your technology and pick up a board game. GTV reporter Braden Fells gives us one of his favorites.
Thanks, guys. And even though visiting Chicago is a bit difficult during these times due to the quarantine, one way you can still visit some of the most iconic locations is through Chicago in a Box. Chicago in a Box is basically like Monopoly, where you can visit locations from Soldier Field to the Willis Tower. This is my board game pick of the day, and for GTV News, I'm Braden Fells.
If watching movies and TV shows is your thing, GTV reporter Kyle Schimmerhorn has something else you can check out on his second installment of Watch This with Kyle.
Thanks again, Carly. My movie pick this week came out in 2018 and has won a Golden Globe and an Oscar for Best Animated Film. My movie recommendation is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This eye-popping superhero movie is such a refreshment in the movie landscape with its colorful animation, its cast of characters, and its variety of emotions. You follow Miles Morales as he learns to become the newest friendly neighborhood Spider-Man from other web-slinging heroes while also learning to fit in at his new school. This movie is streaming right now on Netflix and is a must-watch that will give you a breath of fresh air while we're stuck inside.
This week, we've shared many different ways you can spend your time. GTV reporter Elizabeth Schmidt has another idea that may be music to your ears.
While many of us are relaxing at home, now is a great time to try new things. Music being one of them can be an amusing and productive activity to spend your time. Whether that's playing an instrument or simply listening to music, you can learn something new. If you have an instrument at home, take advantage of this time off to practice and learn a new song. You can download apps like Floki, Scoob, and others to learn to play. If you don't have an instrument, apps like Musician allow you to play various instruments on your phone. Most of you probably listen to music. However, now is a great time to expand your musical knowledge and listen to some new songs. Apps like Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube Music have free and paid options that give you a wide variety of music. For GTV News, I'm Elizabeth Schmidt.
And now here's 3 to know before we go. Your teachers asked us to remind you to please continue to check your emails on a daily basis for important information.
Don't forget that next week is spring break, so there will be no e-learning. That just means you get to spend more time with your family. Enjoy.
And while major events have been canceled recently, Lollapalooza announced that as of now, the Summer Music Festival is still on, but that could of course change at any minute. Well, Geneva, that looks like all the news we have for you today on this at-home version of GTV News. I'm Lily Carlson.
And I'm Carly Rasmussen. Stay safe and stay healthy, Geneva.